And welcome in, everybody. Glad you're with us. The show brings... All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. First pitch moments away, and today's starter, Justin Verlander.
Try to stay back for that power changeup. Speed differential between the fastball and the changeup is huge. Hitters, they have a hard time staying back.
All right, ready to get underway. And now the center fielder, Jackson Merrill. That clips the zone, and we're underway. This to center field. Clark coming on. Pulls it down, and he makes the catch. And there's one away. Here's the former MVP, Jose Altuve. First pitch misses. One out, bases empty. Next offering is in for a strike. Fastball for a strike at 95.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Got him looking.
Nice try, Ramon.
Fastball to letters, froze him for strike 3. 2 outs, base is empty. Here comes Freddie Freeman up to hit. That one in the dirt, and that is ball 1. And another ball. On the ground right side, and that's just foul. And that misses. And that's ball 3. Pulled hard, but it's a foul ball. Downstairs, and that's ball 4.
One of the things about that 2-out walk, the base runner over at first base is going to have a very aggressive secondary lead. So a ball down the line or into the gap will produce a 2-out RBI, and those are the best. That is, if you are the offensive side of it.
Over to first, and he's saved. 2 outs. Right side, hard hit. Puts the tag on him, leaving the box, and that's the 3rd out. Here's the center fielder, Max Clark. And that one fouled off. In the air, out towards right center. And there's one down. Now it's the shortstop, J.J. Weatherholt. Headed towards the corner. And it stays fair. Makes the turn and heads for second. And he starts his afternoon off right with a double. 1 out. Runner at second. At the plate, Alex Bregman. Nasty pitch right there. 0-1. And he gets Bregman. Now 2 out. So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Here's Tyler O'Neill. On the ground to the left. And it goes just foul. Squirts away a little bit.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
And on the wild pitch, he goes down to 3rd.
Heads up base running right there.
And now the lefty got him swinging. Back at Comerica Park. And here is Seiya Suzuki. Verlander back to work. That's a slider for a strike. That's off the inside corner, and it's 1-1. A little bit low. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
Well, when those hitters count, sometimes can be a little too aggressive, and a good pitcher will play off of that. He's got to get a better pitch to hit.
Stepping in is the switch hitting shortstop, Ellie De La Cruz. The shortstop takes the ball.
So here's a fun note on Ellie. He became the youngest player in high A ball to homer from both sides of the plate in the same game, and it gets better. He did it again 2 games later. Those are the type of games that tend to get you promoted in the minors.
Here's a high chopper. Torres throws to first. 2 up, 2 down in the top of the second. 2 down, bases empty. And now here is Hank Aaron. Hit on the ground up the middle. That's a base hit. Joey gets on base and keeps it going.
Now, no waiting around right there. He was ready to swing it on the first pitch. Couldn't get any air under it, but he smoked that ball back up the middle. Timing was just perfect. Got great wood on it, and there's just no chance for the infielders with how hard he hit it.
Up and in, and the count is 1-1. Hank off of first with 2 away. And there's a ball. That's off the mark. Ball 3.
3 balls, 1 strike.
Next offering is fouled back.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. A lot of movement in the infield. Hitter's got to stay.
And he's got him. Strike. And we're back, ready to go for the last half of the inning. And here's the first baseman, Bryce Harper. Swing and a miss, chased it out of the zone.
0-1's the count.
And he grounds one to the right side. Hank. Harper retired. Here is Gleyber Torres. Foul ball there. Second inning here, no score. Swing and a foul back. That's out of play. Lined, and that's a base hit. So a man aboard now with 1 away. Around first, heading for 2. Relay to second. Not going to get him. He's in there.
Well, that'll make you feel good as a hitter right there. A well-deserved double on a great swing. Got everything going on time.
Oh, and now a wild pitch.
0-1.
Throws down to second, but he scrambles back to the bag. That one hammered left field. That's back. Onto the track, and he makes the catch. Runner tags at second. Actually, he'll stay put, and there are 2 outs. Mark McGwire digs in now. Fouled off. He was late. Next pitch way upstairs. Runner at second, 2 down. Bottom half of inning number 2. And he grounds one back up the middle, and it finds its way through for a hit. And they strike first as they take a 1-0 lead.
Comes through with the RBI. Just kept it simple. Played pepper with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from, and there's just no one there to knock it down. When you're taking your lead over there at first, you got to be very careful. This guy on the mound's got a good pickoff move.
Inside. And that's ball 1. McGwire, the runner at first with 2 gone. Up and in. Just misses with that one.
Great RBI spot here. Just got to stay focused on the pitch. The runner will be in motion, so something in the gap.
And that one gets away at the plate. Sends it to first. Misplay doesn't cost him. Inning over. And welcome back to the ballpark. Now the third baseman, Adrian Beltre. Beltre getting to start at the hot corner, hitting ninth in today's lineup. And he was born in the Dominican Republic. And that misses. And the count even 1-1. Late with the swing there.
Wow, no fair right there. I mean, that slider didn't move to the very last moment.
Now this one is hammered way back there. On its way and gone. And we are tied. A laser to left. And we're all square. It's 1-1. So the batting order turns over. Jackson Merrill getting ready to hit. Breaking ball misses down and away.
Oh, you just got to delete it. You give up that leadoff home run. Go back to work. Focus on this next batter.
The next pitch misses. And now 2-0. Verlander maybe a little less aggressive on the mound right now after that home run, Chris.
Yeah, it seems that way. You know, guys, they can come out, feel good, but then all of a sudden get touched up a little bit, and they start trying to.
Fires to second too late into second with a double, and that was hard hit.
Everything came together for him. Put a pretty good jolt into that one. Great swing, nice balance and weight transfer, and he got it to drop in out there in the deep part of the field.
And another ball.
2-0.
A swing and a miss, and that's strike one.
2 balls, 1 strike.
In the dirt. Tied up here in the early going. Fouls one away, and now 3-2. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Harper makes the catch for the out, and there's one down. So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Next to the dish is Freddie. Worked a walk in his first trip to the plate. Hard on the ground to first. And he's out on the tag. So digging in, Terry Pendleton.
And this is a big opportunity for him to pick up his teammate right here.
This one in the dirt, and well done to keep it close. And a swing and a miss there. 2 outs and 1 in scoring position. The 1-1 is fouled off. And down those strikes he goes. He's notched 4 strikeouts now. Back here in Detroit as we go to the last of the third. Leading off, Max Clark. This one in the air right field. Suzuki hauls it in for the out. And there's one down. Now the number 2 hitter, J.J. Weatherholt. That one fouled off. And ball 1.
I got 1 ball, 1 strike.
Swing and a miss. He was late. Strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Fouls it off. Still 1-2. That misses off the outside edge. Popped up. Suzuki snags it on the run.
Maybe caught that one off the end just a little bit. Couldn't quite barrel it up enough to really drive it.
Here's Alex Bregman. And there's a strike.
He's going to have to make sure that he stays patient because he is the focal point in that lineup. They're going to pitch him tough. They're going to pitch around him. And when he doesn't see other guys doing anything, What you can do is become a little too aggressive and chase out of the zone.
And that's way high. And the count 1-2. That one the other way. Freeman. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it.
Another.
Back at Comerica Park as we go to the top of the fourth. And here is... Seiya Suzuki. Right through there for a strike.
You know, this group of hitters showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. He's only given up 1 run, but the starter's pitch count is starting to get up there, and that might be the best news yet for this offense.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. He picks up his 5th strikeout on the hill. De La Cruz stands in here, takes ball 1 low. Fought off foul. Swings through that one for strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
That one just misses. The count now 2-2. And ring him up, says Carl Dixon. That's a strikeout. So up next, Hank Aaron. 1 for 1 with a single so far. And he takes a strike.
He's pitching well, but not throwing a ton of first pitch strikes. Usually doesn't work out for success, but you can never predict baseball.
Brings it in, and that is that. And we're back. Bottom of the fourth, stepping in, Tyler O'Neill. Bounding ball here, rolls foul.
Well, these players definitely being aggressive at the plate, but I think it's fair to wonder if they're being a little over-aggressive. The numbers tell us they're extremely high number, especially when you're not getting results, Boog.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. Here comes Bryce Harper, the first overall pick back in 2010. Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. That one back. And it's into the bullpen for a homer. That one felt good, and just like that, they're out in front. It's 2-1. And a strike to Glaber. 1 out, bases empty, and a run in. We're here in the bottom of the fourth. That's the third, and foul ball. And a base hit right there. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single. So digging in, Dylan Cruz. Fly to left his first time. That misses the zone. 1-0. Swings and misses at the pitch off the plate.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
This one in the air, center field. Merrill pulls it down, and there's 2 gone. So now here's the DH, Mark McGwire. In the dirt, but kept close.
0-1.
Throw sails over his head at first. Lead runner around second. Torres on third with 2 out. Ground ball to the right side, and that's just foul. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. That's down and in. Popped up. Hank makes the grab, and welcome back to the ballpark. And here's the catcher, Dalton rushing. Verlander back to work. There's the strike.
Well, these guys, to put it bluntly, need to put together more competitive at-bats, and I don't think they've lived up to their own expectations at the plate. Strikeouts are a little easier to stomach in baseball today, but even by those standards, they're going down way too often, and I think they're having a hard time getting any momentum going as a result.
High fly ball out towards left field. O'Neill on his horse. Hauls it in, and there's one away. Adrian Beltre, the next to hit. He's already homered in this game. Tapped at the plate, but it's a foul ball.
Pretty good pitch there to take a rip at. He wants to get his arms extended. He likes the ball away from him a little bit, just not able to square it up.
One down, base is empty. Foul ball, it stays 0-2. Harper puts it away for the out. And there's 2 down. So the lineup flips over. And now the center fielder, Jackson Merrill. That pitch gets the corner. That's strike 1. Yeah, a big swing and a miss.
He's in a great spot right here. Ahead in the count 0-2. All 4 pitches in play right here, partner.
On the ground, Torres. The throw to first, and that will end the inning. We head to the bottom of the 5th. Here's the catcher, Samuel Basallo. He swings and misses at the first pitch. 0-1.
0-1's the count.
Cracks his bat and pops him up. Shota hauls it in, and there's one away. Back to the top of the lineup. Here's the center fielder, Max Clark. That one clips the outside corner. That's strike 1.
Well, on the mound, very efficient, able to produce an outcome, it seems like, within the 3rd or 4th pitch of just about every at-bat.
Lays out, but he can't squeeze it. Safely into second. He's got a double.
I don't know how he's able to shoot that pitch the other way and still put something on it. That pitch was inside, and he let it get really deep. So pretty incredible hands to fight it off and still get good wood on it.
Fouled off left side. Man at second. Foul ball still 0-2. In the air to left center. Altuve on the move to the gap. He's got it. 2 down. Throw cut off to second. Tries to get back and saved. Now it's going to be Alex Bregman. 0 for 2 in this one. Out to short. Throw on to Freeman. And they get Bregman for the out. Inning over. Back here in Detroit, here's the left fielder, Jose Altuve. Swing and a miss as he was out front.
0-1's the count.
Way out front for strike 2.
2 pretty nasty sliders to get this hitter in an 0-2 count. You're up there at the plate.
Nice throw. Make it 7 strikeouts for him. And here's Freddie Freeman. And that one is downstairs, and it's 1-0. Freeman, 35 years old, and he was a second-round pick back in 2007.
1-1.
Swing and a high fly ball out towards right center field. Clark makes the grab, and there's 2 away. And now Terry Pendleton. Clips the corner. Strike 1. 2 out, space is empty. And that one fouled off. Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2. Pop up here, third base side. Bregman is under it. Back at Comerica Park. And the batter now, Tyler O'Neill. Line drive, base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit. You know, this group of hitters, digging into their numbers, have to be happy with the swings they're taking. We've heard lots of loud noise coming from their bats in this one, haven't we? I mean, they've logged 6 hits at 90+ exit velocity, and that doesn't happen by accident.
Outside low, and that's ball 1. To the right side, and it's through for a hit. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
Back against the wall with 2 strikes, but found a way. Just one of those seeing eye base hits through the infield. He just kind of rolled over on it a little bit, but sometimes those can find a hole and get you a knock.
Swings here and drives one well left field. Way back, and you can't forget it. And they add to their lead. It's 5-1. Now it's the right fielder, Dylan Cruz. Got it started a little too early. Strike 1.
Can be tough to bounce back after a big home run, but nobody on, nobody out. You just have to treat it as a fresh inning.
Cut on and lifted in the air. Suzuki makes the grab. 1 away. Mark McGuire now at the plate.
It's a good recovery, though, after giving up the home run. Not allowing it to stay in the head, but going to work at the next hitter, and a tough one at that.
No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. 2 down.
Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. He did everything right there. Nothing.
Aaron with the throw to first. And that'll do it. And we're back. And now the right fielder, Seiya Suzuki. And that drops in for a strike. Hard hit, left field, base hit. And they have their first hit since the 3rd inning. And he'll pull into second safely.
Seems like he got exactly what he was looking for right there. Loud contact leads to the double. I mean, you could tell it had extra bases written all over it as it jumped off of his stick.
And a bunt towards third. And he's safe at first.
Dropping a drag bunt there. I love it. And maybe they've got something going here, trying to get back into this one.
And now Hank Aaron. And he swings and misses at the initial offering. Late on that fastball.
Don't play situation here. He's been working up in the zone. Typically, you look for guys to get that ground ball. See,
on the ground, could be 2. He's in there.
Well, that gets him a little closer in this one. Didn't try to do too much with it. Just a really controlled, simple swing. We don't see a whole lot of that these days with guys trying to launch and hit home runs. But sometimes you got to shorten up just like that.
Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. look at the stop. The feed for one. And they get him easily at first. It's a double play.
Well, that's what you hope for if you're out there on the mound. First and second, nobody out. Somehow get a ground ball. They got it right there. Nice double play by the infield.
Beltre in the box with 2 gone. And takes a look at a called strike. Swing and a miss at a slider.
He finds himself in a tough situation early. Just going to try to simplify it. Take a knock the other way if you can.
De La Cruz on third with 2 out. Hit in the air, center field. Clark. And that is that. And welcome back to the ballpark. Bottom of the inning. And now the center fielder, Max Clark. That one is absolutely belted. And it one-hops the wall. Now around second, going for third. And he's got a leadoff triple.
Putting some good swings on the ball. That's his second extra base hit in this one. Came screaming off the bat, I'm sure. Exit velocity's off the charts. No doubt he squared that baseball up perfectly. So there was no fluke to that triple by any means.
And that one is lifted in the air. Merrill settles under. He's there. He's got it. Runner tags for home. He's in on the sacrifice fly. And they're up by 4. So up next, Alex Bregman. This to third, but that rolls foul.
He didn't want to give up that run, but he did. Got the fly ball, sac fly out. Now it's time to attack these other guys. Get your team back in the dugout.
On the ground, right side. Throw on to Freeman, and they get Bregman for the out. Now the left fielder, Tyler O'Neill, 1 for 3. Out in front with the swing, and that is strike 1. A little out front there as he swings through it. 2 down, nobody on. Here, the bottom of the 7th. Now a screamer into the outfield. And foul ball. Swing and a miss, and he is down on strikes for the 3rd straight at bat. Back here in Detroit.
Now pitches Lee Smith.
That one in triple digits.
It might be time to choke up a little bit. Get that front foot down early. Maybe even just spread out. He's really late right now.
And that is cut on and missed. And the count is 0-2. To the right side, Harper. The tag, and he's out. Jose Altuve up to hit here. 0 for 3 in this one. This one in the air. Harper snags it for the 2nd out. 2 outs, base is empty. Here's Freddie Freeman now. And a foul ball. And now it's even up.
1-1.
And a swing and a miss. There's that slider.
He got away with one there, but he knows he can't go into that spot very often against a guy like this.
On the ground, right side. And that squirts through. And that keeps the inning going.
Well, he found himself behind in the count right there, but he didn't give in. He kind of rolled over on this pitch a little bit, but he got enough behind it to shoot it through for a knock, and you'll take that anytime you can get him to find a hole.
Pendleton now in the box, comes up empty with a swing there.
Well, this guy is so comfortable hitting with 2 strikes, even a good pitch early in the at-bat. If he's not ready to pull the trigger, he's not worried if he gets to an 0-2 count.
Swing and a drive, deep right field. That's back. Pulls it in on the warning track. Back at Comerica Park, bottom of the 8th, and now here is Harper. Shota back to work. Out to center. Merrill should have this one. And it's caught for the out.
As good as he's seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand, you can.
Here's a new pitcher from the pen, Griffin Jacks. He's into the game with the bases empty. Torres in now, takes ball one off the plate. And right back to the mound. And Gleyber Torres retired. 2 down, bases empty. Now it's the right fielder, Dylan Cruz. And that's off the inside edge. Ball 1. Foul ball. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
Just not able to catch up to that velocity.
Battling here as he fouls it away. Tipped into the mid, strike 3. And we're back. All set to start the 9th in this one. And now Seiya Suzuki. That's hard hit on the line. 1 up, 1 down.
Not fooled at all right there. He was clearly all over it, but sometimes you hit it too hard and right at someone. You're looking for one of those bloop hits to get a knock sometimes.
Dylan Cruz, the batter now, as he swings and misses for strike 1. The shortstop takes the ball.
That was absolute gas. Triple digits on the gun. It's just a different experience as a hitter watching that go by.
On the ground right side. Here's the tag, and he's out. So it's their last chance in this one. Now it's the second baseman, Hank Aaron. Swing and a miss, strike 1.
0-1.
On the ground, and this should do it. On to first, ball game.
Whether you're a season ticket holder or you just come to a couple of games a year, to see your team win at home, there's just something special